Hey, so I am on here going to do a video for Valerie. Let's give me a little more light than that. Okay, we're going to do a little video on how to do your makeup. So, clearly no makeup. If you have used your brushes, I did want to show how good this brush cleaner is. So clearly I have like bright lip and cheek color on it. The brush cleaner, I think you got it. Did you get it? Did you get it? Maybe you didn't. Anyways, if you want the brush cleaner, this is really good. Otherwise, just use a little bit of shampoo, just on the tips, just on the white parts, really where you want it to be. So, but you see that? It just comes right off and it's dry, ready to use right away. Okay, so I'm going to use everything that you use, Valerie, so you can see exactly how it's done, just cleaning off the other end of my brush. Your brushes should be cleaned about once a week. So, okay, my brush is clean, so we're gonna start. Okay, so I have my compact. Sent you a picture yesterday with everything you need. So, and luckily, I just happen to be very similar colors. Contour is a little different, but I'm gonna use your contour too, okay? So, we start here. We have the Aura Linen. This, I think I accidentally wrote Astoria, but you have Stone. So, Aura, Linen, Stone, and then Hollywood. So we're gonna get this brush, 30-second HAC brush, and we're gonna start with this end. So we have the pointy end, we have this end. You're gonna get it and just kind of press it in. Now with this, you're gonna come around. We're gonna start by under our eyes, and you're just gonna press it in and just kind of move it around that way. Okay, if it's not perfect, don't even worry about it, okay? So we come in under the eye, so we're kind of creating this triangle right here, okay? So we got that there. Just kind of tap it in. Just press it into your skin. And then I start to move a little bit faster. And I like to even just go over my eyes a little bit. You don't have to. Do that. Okay, so we see that it's up there. It starts to blend in. So the darker color is gonna go a little bit more with your skin color, darker. So again, just tap it on, and you can see I don't have a lot on there. And then you just come up here. It's kind of like your T-zone area, right? Just press it in and kind of start to spread it out while you're pressing it in. Okay. There's that. And then I like to just start to kind of bring it down here a little bit. And you can see I didn't add any extra right there. Okay, next, I'm going to come and I start my chin and just start pressing it in. And you have your jawbone right here and you're coming right above your jawbone. Okay, press it in. You can connect right here. You can see I have nothing right there. That's okay. Just let that be. You can come over your top of your lip a bit. Just lightly tap, like I'm barely tapping it, and these brushes will pick up tons. You see that? So you don't need a lot. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have all that in right now. Now, what I'm going to do, oh, and I think I forgot to say, I'm so sorry. Before you do any of your makeup, start with this day spray. You spray your face or spray it in your hands, spray it on, rub it on your face and let it dry. My bad. Okay, now I'm gonna flip over to this side, the pointed side, and I'm gonna go for your second highlight color, which is Linen, and I'm just going very lightly, I'm gonna do the angle, just kind of tap it in, and again, you can see there's like, you can hardly tell that there's anything on there, and I'm gonna come right here in the corner of my eye, and I'm gonna put that lighter color. So yes, we already came right here, but all this is doing is adding a little lightness to the eye. Come right here, we're gonna tap it in. Just press it in. Okay. And if you want, you can even add like a little bit right here. You can go down the side of your nose, but I'll show you a better trick than that. Or you could even come right there. The big part is just like right here under your eye. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna flip over to this side again, and we're gonna come to the contour. And because we're switching to the darker color, there's no reason to like wipe off what's already there. It's okay. It's all gonna blend in together. So this, I kind of do a little swipe and press. So now we're that dark brown. And I'm gonna start, I like to just basically do a frame around my whole face. And this is one of the parts that tends to make us the most nervous, or at least it made me the most nervous because it's different. But what we're doing is we're creating shadows in our face. Our faces are 3D, not one-dimensional. We're really gonna highlight where our natural beauty is. So you're gonna come around. I like to just kind of go all the way around. Come down this side. And you can even come under. So this is what I do. Here is the top of my jawbone. I'm coming underneath just a little bit until I come all the way around. And all this is doing is just defining the jaw. But the important thing is people want to come up here. People want to bring it right here. No, 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 no. We already have a highlight right there. So you're gonna find, like, you're going underneath. Okay, you should be able to point your finger straight up where that contour is at, okay? It's not this, it's not this, it's this is where that contour is coming. Makes sense? Okay, so now we've kind of created a frame around the entire face. Now we're gonna come underneath the cheekbones. Now, my biggest tip is get to know your cheekbones. So you're gonna like feel, you can see right here's the top of mine. If I go down, I come under and there's like this hollow spot. And I wanna keep pushing up, like that's where my cheekbones are at. So you want to naturally highlight your cheekbones. I have noticed though that people tend to come right here and go really low. That's not what we want because it's gonna drag our faces down. You can't even see like that. So what we wanna do is we wanna find that cheekbone and just come up underneath it, okay? So an easier way until you really discover your face shape is from the top right here, the corner of your ear, and you're gonna come down and then you're gonna come up to the nostril of your nose. But again, everyone's face is different. So your nose could be longer or shorter. So that's why I say go find your cheekbones. Like seriously, just do this. Press your face and then you're gonna see this like red spot. That's where it's gonna go, okay? So I like to get this brush. Again, just press it in here. And I tend to have a tendency to pinch it a little bit. That's not necessary. So I can see, okay, I'm coming up, and I'm just gonna do that. And you want to kind of lift up at the end, like swoosh, like almost like a little Nike, okay? See that right there? I'm gonna blend that in a bit better, okay? So just not too crazy at first. And you can already see a little bit, if my light was a little, when I do that, and it's gonna look kind of crazy at first, you can see a little more definition than you can here, although I actually have no light coming in from this side, so I have a little bit more shadow. So I'm gonna come under here, feel where that cheekbone is. Okay, it goes right there, so I'm gonna go there next. And you can even do it step by step like this to feel it come up. Okay, there we go. There's our little swoosh. Okay, so looks a little crazy right now. The other thing we want to do is we're going to come down the side of our nose. Here's the center, and you're just kind of gonna color on the side right there. So you can see I'm not going too crazy. So you can just color with that side, or you can switch over to this side and rub it in a bit, and it gives you a little more definition. So the big thing is this makeup may make you nervous. A lot of people have, well, not a lot of people, but some people just want to kind of like put it in the drawer and forget about it. But here's my thing, is just play with it. Have some fun, play with it, and you're gonna figure it out. It is different, just play. Okay, so we have that all done. Now you're gonna get your perfector sponge. Now your perfector sponge, what you need to do, it's gonna be probably little when you got it. You're gonna run it underwater and you're just gonna squeeze it multiple times underwater, turn off the water, squeeze it until no more water is coming out. Then you're gonna wrap it in a towel and squeeze it. So it's gonna be like a little cold, a little damp, but you wanna squeeze as much water out as you can, and it's gonna go bigger. So what we're going to do is you're going to get this and kind of do a rocking motion, or you can go a little faster if you want. And we're just going to start to blend everything in. Can you see how that line's disappearing? I like to use the corner for underneath my eye. You can go around and just kind of tap everything in. You come here where crazy contour is and just kind of tap it in. You can tap fast. See how that just like, what it's doing is it's blending it and it's taking off any excess. So if you accidentally put like a big thing of color on your cheek and you're like, oh, what did I do? Or anything, just get this out and it will work itself out, okay? So this is like, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because this will take care of it for you. That's the nice thing about this makeup, because it's cream based, it blends together really nice. And it doesn't like sit on your skin, it just kind of all melts together. So there we go. Now the one thing I forgot to do, that highlight down the nose, is I'm gonna get my lightest color, linen, and I'm just gonna barely, like, watch this, I'm just gonna barely touch it. You can see there's like hardly anything on my finger. When I rub it down my nose, it looks like there's tons. So that's just kind of another example. So I'm gonna rub it down the bridge of my nose. A little goes a long way. And then you can get this perfector sponge again and just tap. Okay, now we're going to come to, and I need to get a new clean towel for all my clean, the brushes are a bit dirty. So you have this big brush. Now, what we're going to do, and I'm gonna see if I can pull this up, is there's two ends. You have a big fluffy end, and then you're gonna have a smaller end. The smaller end is what we want to use. So we're gonna come to our last color, which is this color right here. It's Hollywood. This is your lip and cheek color. It can go on your cheeks and on your lips. All you're going to do is just tap it in a couple times, and then I always smile, and then not right here in the center, but come over to the side a bit. So we have the center, we want to go like this. Just come over to the side and tap right there. And actually with Hollywood, it's such a light color that I feel like you can really put on, and then you just kind of brush it in, okay? And we're gonna kind of just come up here and stay on top of our cheekbones. You see that? So it's not right here in the center, but come over to the side. And if it's a darker color, I'll tap once on this side, once on that side. But Hollywood, such a pretty color and so easy to put on, okay? So there we go. So you just put that on right there. There, okay. Then I'm gonna get my finger, and you can just, in the same color you just used, wipe it on your lips. Okay, so that is step one. That is the first thing I would recommend you do. Don't worry about anything else, start there. I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm gonna jump right back on and do a video for how to do your eyebrows. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, before I get to my eyebrows, the last thing you want to do is get your perfector sponge, get your stay spray, just spray it on there, and you're gonna go around. Oh, I did forget, just kidding, I have two things to show you. Okay, you're gonna go around and just kind of tap it in very lightly, and it's gonna get wet. You see I'm gonna get a little shiny. Come tap that in. I'm trying to think if I sent you. I'm sorry, I'm looking at your order. Make sure I got everything. Okay, there we go. So it's all in there. Then the last thing you want to do is you're gonna get your powder, so the setting powder right here, and you can get the fluffy end of the brush, or actually don't do that. Get this, get your perfector sponge, and kind of just wipe it in there a bit, and then you can go and you just put the powder wherever you don't want it to shine. Okay, and you're gonna be like, wait, it's wet. Is it even gonna pick up? Can you see how that already helped to shine in my nose? So just right there, and you can just get that and go wherever you want to go. Or you can always get your brushes, even use this side, you can use this side, and just go like that. Now press it in. Now this powder, especially like with our skin as it matures, you don't want to put too much powder on. The cream makeup's what you really want to do. So just put it, so I'm using that big fluffy one. I'm using where I used my lip and cheek color. Just press it into your face wherever you need it. Don't go all over or go crazy. Just start there. Okay, now I'm gonna stop, come back and do eyebrows.